And then let's men that are out there going through struggles of split households, are single parents going through stuff like not being up, maybe being able to be around their children every day, or like dealing with some adverse effects of not necessarily divorce or whatever, but just like not being able to be there.
Right. Don't accept don't accept not being able to see your kids because somebody else doesn't want you to see them because they feel they're using them as a weapon. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. You fight. And there's ways to fight. You fight through the legal system. You know, you documentation. You file for a hearing. Get it heard. You might not win that first time. You might not win that second time. But each time you might get a little bit. You might get a little bit more. You might get a little bit more. But don't quit. Don't ever quit.
Don't quit on what? Don't quit on what?
On trying to get a visitation and or joint custody of your son or daughter,
right.
Or sons or daughters. You know, don't quit. You go through the system. Go. It's hard, and it's maddening. You know, because as you know, I went through it.
Yeah,
with Tyler, and that was one of the hardest things.
It was a long fight.
It was a long fight, and if they don't want you to see them and they don't care about any court orders, you don't see your kid. And a lot of men and mothers, it could be the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, they just get so frustrated and say, okay, well,
fuck it.
And then that's when then you've given up your right.
Yeah.
You know, when you say, and it's easy to do that.
Because they can't deal with the pain, the frustration, and the hurt that comes from it. They're like, fuck, I'm just going to give up.
Right.
Because it's just too much.
Hard.
It's hard.
And I had and thank God, I mean, you got to give it to Rachel. You know, she helped me with that. Through thick
Shout
and
out
thin.
to Rachel.
She typed up everything. Mm-hmm. She got the filing stuff. We found people, you know, to do you know, as far as a lawyer was concerned, all that, and it's just and didn't let me quit.
Yeah,
didn't let me quit.
And that's the thing that I would say also is that I see a lot of, or I hear a lot of brothers saying like it's nothing I can do. It's never nothing that you can do.
Never.
It's because look, you're always watching. I did it with JJ. You know what I mean? Like I established my rights as a father with Jason, even though me and Joni are in a good place or whatnot. You know what I mean? But I went to establish my shit. You know what I mean? Like
you have to.
You have to.
If you don't, then it's whatever they say.
You're at the mercy of whoever.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, you're leaving? Like, okay, fuck. Like, what can I do? Yeah. So you doing that instilled in me, like, fight for your kid.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is the common theme.
Yeah.
The reoccurring topic is children are watching. Your children are watching to see what you're doing. And you doing that, I watched that. There ain't no way I'm not going to fight for my kid.
Right.
Yeah. There ain't no way I'm not going to die trying to be with my kid. I used to drive ridiculous to just see JJ and go do homework with him and this and that. And people would be like, what are you doing? Like, I'm being a dad.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
You're doing what it takes.
Like, what are you talking about? I watched my dad work 2 jobs. You watch your grandpa work and pastor. You mean you think I'm not gonna drive 60 miles to go see my son for 30 minutes? Nigga, you damn right. I'm gonna sit in traffic.
Drop of a dime.
I'm gonna go take him to Starbucks and go do homework.
Yeah.
But guess what? He's not gonna be able to say.
My dad wasn't there to help me do. Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to say that. You know what I mean? Like at all because I saw it. I know it's possible. There is no give up. I know it's possible.
Don't quit.
So what I tell people is like, no, there's a way. You just have to either get past whatever your blocker is, whatever maybe your ego is, whatever your pride is that's standing in the way. Get it out the way so you can just, the most important thing is that fucking relationship. That relationship with your child, no one can take that. No one can steal that relationship, that conversation.
Those moments.
No one can take that shit. Prioritize that. So that was dope.
Yeah. Just never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah.
And then if you could differently through divorce, like say if you guys went through divorce again, and then your kids are not appearing damaged, they're not appearing like anything is wrong, what would you do differently? Would you say you would have more conversations or talk about it more? Maybe like what would you do differently?
I would process. We would process it as it's not just us. It's not just about us. Even though it's like, oh, we're cool. We didn't have any issues as far as visitation and spending time. That was me and your mom never had that issue, that hassle. We could do. You could be with me. You could be with her. It didn't matter. You could be anywhere. You could be either whatever. It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
It wasn't a thing. Oh, you can't see them today. No, it wasn't nothing like that. But kids will miss the unity. They will miss seeing the interaction between
the dynamics between the parents,
the two parents, whether they once in the kitchen and once in the garage.
Okay,
mom's in the kitchen cooking, dad's in the garage messing with the car or putting up a shelf, whatever. That dynamic, watching that dynamic, and then at the end, coming in, eating dinner, getting served, watching TV. I could be sitting here. She could be sitting over there, and you guys over there. But you guys see, that you see the working. Somebody's doing dinner. Somebody's putting a tire on the car, or putting spark plugs in the car, or whatever. Or he's outside playing basketball, or whatever.
Show that it's still a unit. We may be separated, but we're still a family.
Right. We might not be in the same room, but it's still even the interaction. Hey, did you do this, or did you go over here? Hey, don't forget to pick this up. Don't forget those conversations. You hear those conversations because each person depends on each other. And that dependence, and that it's a unit, and you see that, and you see that interaction, and it doesn't have to be all lovey-dovey and all that, but you still see them working together, making things happen, making things function, and that mortgage gets paid, that lights come on, there's food in the refrigerator, we're going to Shakey's, or we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, whatever it is,
whatever it is,
Knott's Berry Farm, whatever, we're doing it, they made it happen. Not him, not her. They made it happen. So that affects whether it's a 3, 4, 8, 12, or a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old. It affects not seeing that working relationship between the two people making things happen.
Dude, that is so crazy. So that's what you would do differently. That was what you would do more of. Is that interaction.
Just taking that into consideration. Knowing that they're watching.
Yeah. And dude, that's so crazy.
That they're watching, and that they don't have to be watching you.
They can hear.
They're hearing you.
Yeah.
They're hearing, hey, well, how, when your mom asked, hey, how was your day? Was everything good?
Yeah.
And then, I had a hard time, but this and that. They're
listening to the conversation
because it's a real conversation,
and the respect is still there. That I would. You know what? Damn. I know that's what I needed to do better with my situation too. I should have done that better, and I was reluctant to. I could have been way better at that, like showing the relationship, showing that I still love your mom. Like, I still love her. You know what I mean? We still love each other. We just weren't good for each other. We shouldn't have. It didn't work.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that this was a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, we can still, I should have did, damn, that's a good one, Pops.
I mean, we get along, to this day.
Yeah.
There's always rough patches and bumps in anything and everything. But, we cool. She's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. You know what? That's what I'm gonna work on. I need to do better at that. That was what I needed to hear right now. I needed to hear that for sure. To put in more effort and be more accountable into making those uncomfortable situations become norms.
Right. You know, it's just
It's going to be work.
Yeah,
it's going to
it's-
be difficult. It's going to be awkward. But guess what? We need to do this. And when you said, like, it doesn't matter how old they are, it doesn't matter how old they are. They
It
need to
doesn't
hear
matter.
that and they need to see that.
Mhm.
Boom.